He is risen. He is risen indeed. Hallelujah. I'm Pastor Michael at Ascension Lutheran Church in Torrance, California. It's time for another Midweek Boost. It's Wednesday, following the resurrection, and I would like to share with you my favorite account of the resurrection. It comes from John chapter 20, and it's John telling the story about how he and Peter had rushed to the tomb after Mary Magdalene had come and told them that somebody had stolen the body. So, thinking that she was either crazy or that somebody had indeed stolen the body, John and Peter raced to the tomb. John, and I think with some bit of humor, tells us how he was the faster of the two of them and how he got there first, even though Peter was the first to go into the tomb. But they saw that the tomb was empty. And John says he believed. Now, I don't believe he's saying he believed that Jesus had risen from the dead. I think he's saying that he believed Mary Magdalene was telling the truth. Somebody had stolen the body. And it says that he and Peter left. They went home, saddened that there's no Jesus. But Mary stuck around, and she saw these two men in white who told her that Jesus wasn't there. Then, crying, she saw another person that she thought was the gardener. And she said to him, "If you have taken him, let me know where he is so that I can go get him." And the man that she thought was the gardener said, "Mary." And then she knew that she was talking to Jesus. And in her joy, she must have rushed over to him and grabbed hold of him, because he says something that I'll never forget. I'll never forget the first way that I heard it. I heard it from the King James Version of the Bible, and the verse goes like this. Jesus is talking and he says, "Mary, do not touch me, for I have not yet ascended to my Father." And I remember hearing that for the first time and thinking, wow, that must have hurt her feelings terribly. She's so excited that Jesus is alive, and the first thing he does is rebuke her. "Don't touch me, for I've not yet ascended to the Father." It wasn't until I got to the seminary that I realized that there's a much better interpretation than that, and one that makes perfect sense. And it's the clear interpretation, the clearly correct interpretation. That Greek term there that is translated as touch really has a continuous nuance to it, and so it should be understood more as hold or cling to, not to merely touch. Now, if you translate it, you get, "Mary, do not cling to me, for I've not yet gone to be with my Father. I've not yet ascended to my Father." What's he saying here? Well, he's saying, You're grabbing hold of me, you're clinging to me, but I'm not going anywhere. Not just yet. There's no reason to hold on to me, Mary. I'm not going anywhere. These are words of comfort. That's the Jesus that I know. We have a God of comfort, a God that cares for us. And because of the way we may have heard things in our life, the way pastors put things, the way our parents may have put things, the way we may have heard things on television or in school, when we think of Jesus, we think of a harsh Jesus, a judging Jesus, when it couldn't be further from the truth. We have a God who loves us, who died for us, and who rose again for us, precisely to tell us that we too will be raised from the dead on the last day, and that we can count on it because of his resurrection. This is not a Jesus who simply wants to rebuke us at first opportunity. This is a guy that loves it when we cling to him and hold on to him. But if he's not going anywhere, he's going to say it. Hey, there's no reason to hold on to me. I'm not going anywhere just yet. But he doesn't have any problem with us clinging to him, loving him, because he loves us. Have a great week. He is risen. He is risen indeed.